Hey, and welcome back to another episode of Killer Cats Crew. I'm Intoxicated. I've been out for a bit, and I'm sorry I sleep so much. So again, thanks for coming back. We have a boatload of stuff to talk about. Um, Everything from, random music news, movies, museums, Blast Fest, Anti-Cosmic Fest, bunch of gajillion other things between from when we all hung out a couple weeks ago, and you know other stuff. Like I'm in Texas now, so
Remember
yeah.
Alamo!
Remember the
Go pee on the
Alamo?
Alamo.
I should. I'm in Austin. Where the fuck is the Alamo?
Don't put on
That
an
was just such a
SMV on things.
blonde moment right there. Um, but yeah. So yeah. What do we want to start with? I'm bad
I
at
don't
this
know.
game. This is why you don't put me in charge at the beginning.
All my
We're punishing you for being gone.
Yes. I mean, I can like easily go on a rant of how awesome New Orleans is, but I was gonna get to that when I talked to the Museum of Death. Somebody else talk. I'm,
well,
I'm, I'm done
well,
with
this
this.
is this is me saying hello from snowy Sweden, which is like nothing new. So there's nothing new with that. Yes, it snows in the north. Yes. Um. Yes. Hi, I'm Nello, mother of Katze. And Katze wants to talk about why it's important that people are sick. Because when people are sick, cats get warm sofas. So it's important to be sick. And I'm sick in many different ways. Hello. Uh, I'm going to be talking about some movies today and also about the forthcoming Blastfest and something else, if I remember what it was. Um, Chrissy, what did you think about? Do you have some metal news for us? Because I think you said you do.
I do. Well, it's not really metal news. Well, I guess it's kind of metal news, but I found it quite interesting that SoundCloud is going in the tank, and it kind of bums
What?
me out because it was such a
What?
it's such a good format for listening to music, and this is according to newly revealed financial reports. SoundCloud has lost more than 70 million over the last 2 years.
Jesus.
And they're kind of going the way of Groove Shark and RDO, which is kind of sad. But
Yeah.
um, it says that they've raised 77 million in funding in the last year and plans to seek further investment in 2016 in order to maintain operations and achieve positive cash flow. The company expects to operate in the red for several more years as it negotiates licensing deals and invests further in its platform. They just struck deals with Universal Music Group and Warner Music Group in exchange for an equity stake in the company. So, although I do find SoundCloud a little hard to navigate sometimes, it's nice because a lot of new music comes out on SoundCloud first before it comes out anywhere, and it's easy to share, and it's like it's kind of hard to navigate sometimes, but it's still user friendly. And I don't. It bums me out that would. It's kind of going away because they can't make any money on it.
And I think that although they are saying that they are quitting because of like falling statistics, I could think that the real reason is that it is hard to control who puts up what, and that again poses a problem for the ever-growing annoyance of the major labels who want to have full control and do not understand that they've lost the game many years back.
Right.
Um,
And
uh,
it's rumored. They said that they might want to try and launch a paid subscription service, but being that most Americans think that streaming services are too expensive as it is, that might not be a good route for them to go. So I think it might be better for them to stay free I think they just need to find a better marketing tool because
Yeah.
it's free and there's no ads
Yeah.
on it as far as I can tell. It's not
Yeah,
like
that's why I like
Spotify.
it so much.
Yeah,
Because
it's
there's
not like
no ads, but
Spotify
it's
where you
like,
listen to it for free and it pops up with
exactly.
commercials.
It's one of those websites that's like, it's perfect to an extent, um, but I don't know, once in a while I'll like look something up and it'll be like some random person's really fucking shitty cover of a song. And I'm just like, why are you? It happened I can't remember if it was with Shining or if it was with Make a Change. It was somebody I was listening to on there, and it was like the right name, and it was just like this horrible person singing and like attempting to play instruments, and I was just like, what is this?
Yeah, it can be a bit
But
confusing
otherwise,
sometimes.
it's good.
I like the fact that you can find many very hard to get items from SoundCloud uploaded
Yep.
by the artist themselves or by somebody else, and you don't have to, first download something to get it and then download another thing to actually play it, blah, 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 because SoundCloud has been working really well. So I'm really sad to see it go.
Yeah,
That's a shame.
like that's actually how I found Alpha Honey was on SoundCloud. And it was because they did there's an old song on there that's still on there with Nicholas from Shining that you can't find anywhere else, but it's on SoundCloud. And I wish I could get a copy of that somehow, but I can't because I don't know why I can't. But it's on SoundCloud, so I don't want SoundCloud to go away because it's still on there. But it's a great place to find new bands and explore music, and I hope they can dig their way out of their hole and stay, evident in today's music world.
On the topic of digging yourself a hole or getting out of it, I am gonna talk a little bit about movies. People might remember a director called Alejandro Amenabar from such movies as The Others with Nicole Kidman. That was a hit back in the day, and it's a really good film. He also made Open Your Eyes, which was the original Vanilla Sky movie with the original had Penelope Cruz in it. And then he also made Thesis, which is a really
Uh-oh. Do we lose her?
This is the biggest cliffhanger ever.
Oh, we lost Nellie.
Oh,
Oh no. Well, as we're waiting for Nellie to come, oh, there she is. Are you there? She's frozen.
she's frozen. Frozen. That's what happens when you live in
That's what
the
happens
frozen tundra.
you get frozen.
Yep. So Texas.
Yeah, you want to cover Texas until we can get Nellie back?
Yeah, Austin's cool. Let's see. There's a street called 6th Street, and it's full of bars. Just every single building is a bar, and it's great. There's one called the Shakespeare that was really good. My favorite so far is the Jackalope. It's a bit pricey, but they have awesome burgers. TA works there, which is fun.
Cool.
And
She is awesome.
yes, he is. So Austin's cool. Dallas is not, and neither is Houston. And all right, coming from Boston, and it's really confusing to drive around. Driving down here is fucking retarded. And like, I just went on a rant about this on our way home from the movies because like everything just looks like spaghetti. Like, you know how when you're on your GPS and everything looks like a road. You get up to intersections and it's just spaghetti. And I think, yeah, it's just, and I just look at it. I'm like, how did this fucking happen? Like, how did somebody look at this and be like, you know what, this is a good idea. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna build 18 bridges over one intersection. No sense at all.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Yes, this is true. This is very true. I got a beef rib at a barbecue place, and it was like this big. It was bigger than my fucking head. It was awesome. A lot of interesting like thrash bands down here and stuff. Oh, I got to see Rigor Mortis the other week, which was
Awesome.
fucking awesome. Hello.
Who are you going to see tomorrow? You said you're going to a show tomorrow.
Is a good question. Jay. Jay, are you like, I don't know who I'm going to see tomorrow. Let me look at my phone.
Until next time.
Yeah, until next time. We'll let you know next week. On that topic of local shows, the Archgoat tour is coming around. I guess I can talk about that for a minute. Archgoat is touring with Valkyria and Hellfire Death Cult. Although I'm not sure if Hellfire Death Cult's on a whole tour. Anyways, they have tour dates up and down the coast, and I believe a little bit inland. And by the coast, I mean, like Boston and New York and all that shit.
Right.
The band I work with, Murrum, is actually opening for it at the Baltimore date at the Auto Bar. So that should be fun. And I should be there because I'm flying up that way. Yeah. I'm just constantly checking back on Facebook to see if Nelly is gonna reappear.
Yeah. Nelly has disappeared, but we're still
What's
alive,
weird,
so that means she's hanging in there.
Yeah, we're still alive. We're still alive. Yes, we are breathing individuals.
Speaking of tours, I have another little nugget of news if anyone's
Go for
interested. Kvelertak to release new album in the spring and North American tour announced. And they're always fun to see live. Their singer is very entertaining. And it says that they've unveiled details of a North American headline tour, which will get underway this spring with special guests Torch and Roadrunner, and Roadrunner label mates Wild Throne. Sorry, I can't read. The dates kick off on April 12th at Portland, Maine's Port City Music Hall, and you'll see the band traversing west through early May. Kvelertak is currently in Oslo, Norway's studio, Ampertone Studio, working on their follow-up LP to 2013's widely acclaimed Mir. It's being recorded live and engineered by producer Nick Terry. It's already garnering most anticipated accolades from the press, with Rolling Stone, which I'm not a big fan of Rolling Stone, featuring it in the magazine's 25 most anticipated metal albums of 2016. So that should be good. If you've never seen them live, go check them out. They're good. They're not black metal, but they're I guess they're more rock than they are metal.
Rock and roll.
And, they are a really fun and energetic band to watch live. And yeah, if you can check